Good day, everyone. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day as we dive into some phenomenal fixed index annuity products. I'm joined today with Sergio Blanco here from IAMS, as well as Nate Self over from Gillico. We're going to be going over some great products here today, as well as some sales concepts. Before I get into that, I did want to share a few different pieces of information on why agents love working with us. One other quick thing to note here, we'll have a couple polls during the webinar. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to put them in the webinar questions. We'll make sure that they're answered for you today. First thing I want to highlight is our commitment to best-in-class customer service. For our agents, one thing that we do is answering the phone with a live person. If you call during business hours, you're going to get one of us, maybe even Steve, our president, or another member of the executive team. We strive to answer those phone calls within 2 to 3 rings every single time. Our new producer builders are for those who are new to us over here at IAMS. These bonuses are available based on your production level in your first 180 days of contracting with us. We have great levels that you can qualify at, and as you can see inside each level are going to be several options for you. You're going to have business building tools, personal perks, and even cash rewards available. If you'd like to know where you stand towards your new producer builder, or if you'd like to have a conversation about how to achieve that next level, please give myself or your sales director a call. Another business builders program that we offer is our referred producer program. I do see a couple advisors on with us today that have taken advantage of this program. Our business on the wholesale side of the industry is very similar to yours in the field, and that one of the best leads we could ever obtain is a referral from one of our valued producers. This is why we want to make it worth your while when you refer a producer to us. That being said, when you do get that producer over to us and they get contracted, we're going to cut you a $50 thank you check. Where the real money comes in is as your referral writes business, you're going to receive an override on that business. This doesn't take any commissions away from anybody within the corporation. It's just a way that we say thank you for getting that referral over to us. Our ownership team, Charles, Steve, Curtis, and Chris, sign checks for thousands of dollars every quarter. If you can think of anybody that would benefit from working with us over here at IAMS, definitely email me their information at timw@imsinc.com, or you can put that in the questions box right now, and I'll get to that here at the before the end of the day and get them called. Below that is our marketing reimbursement program, which is our most popular program that we offer. For every $100,000 in FIA premium, you're going to get $100 into your marketing reimbursement account. Why this is so popular and lucrative for our advisors is we truly do consider this to be your money. You have the flexibility on what services, when, and who to use these funds with, as it's your marketing reimbursement. We don't tell you the vendors that you have to use. We do have some recommended vendors that we've partnered with, leverage reduced rates and preferred service, so you're happy to use them. You can also utilize our creative team to create a marketing strategy and provide in-house services. If you'd like to know how much is in your marketing reimbursement account or have a conversation about how to utilize it, definitely give one of the sales directors a call. Back office support is another way that we add value to your business. This is the core of how IAMS and how Charles Hearing founded us 36 years ago. We want to help the independent advisor work smarter, not harder. We're going to do that with great business building tools and resources. Of course, advanced case design assistance for life and annuity quotes is an area that we assist you with. We're going to get those illustrations back to you guaranteed within 24 hours, but typically that's going to be within an hour or two. Submission to commission support is handled by our new business team. Mackenzie heads up the annuity team, and Michelle heads up the life side. They have fantastic teams who work tirelessly to help you get commissioned quickly. We will scrub your applications, submit them on your behalf, and do the administrative tracking, giving you the updates on the cases as needed. We do this to ensure that you get commissioned as quickly as possible. This is a service that we provide to our valued producers and how we help you grow our business by keeping you in front of clients while our team handles the back office support. I'm going to introduce Sergio Blanco, who's going to talk about a few other great services over here at IAMS.
Thanks, Tim. Hello, everybody. Our website is a great tool for our producers to use and another reason to work with IAMS. Once you are contracted, you have full access to everything you see on this slide and so much more at iamsinc.com. If you haven't registered for the website, it's very simple to do. So when we are done with this call, go ahead and create the account. We'd love to see you on there. A lot of great resources are available to you, including illustration tools, online forms, product grids, and product news. Industry updates are also out there for you as well. Firelight e-apps. This is a single sign-on at iamsinc.com. Technology is where the industry is going, and Firelight is a top-notch site streamlining the application process. Most of our carriers are on the e-app platform, so you can go to one of these sites to submit business. It is a COVID-friendly, and some carriers are going to e-app only for some of their product lines and will also offer extra comp for utilizing this e-app platform. Make sure you ask your sales director before you submit a paper app if you can earn more commissions by doing the e-app. Utilizing our Firelight platform accelerates the application process substantially. The e-app platform helps you submit business in good order the first time. This also reduces the processing time of your business and gets you paid quicker. And as I mentioned previously, this is a single sign-on at iamsinc.com, as we have integrated our business with Firelight so you can have the most efficient and effective way to submit business. We do have a full in-house creative team. We can help you help your practice, and a lot of items are turnkey and available for you. Many of our sales resources are white labeled, so we can simply impose your contact information and your business logos onto it. Speaking of your logos, agency solutions are an art of expertise for our team. If you haven't created a full customized brand for you and your agency, we can help with that. This is going to assist you with name recognition, which grows your natural market organically. Lastly, digital marketing solutions is a very popular topic around IAMS. We can help you with websites, social media marketing, email marketing, and more. The internet and social media sites are where the overwhelming majority of prospects go to for information. Make sure you are accessible and represented in those market lanes as beneficial to growing your business. Reach out to myself or one of our sales directors with a phone call with this webinar when this webinar concludes to talk to them about how you can access IAMS Creative. We can certainly get that ball rolling for you. We founded IAMS Wealth 6 years ago now. What we've done is grow this division on IAMS very organically. We've helped advisors become IARs and pass the Series 65 at a very successful clip. Once we have you registered, we will bring great value to your practice with an incredibly competitive fee structure for both you and your clientele. We have great technology and great investment platform. This has been a major growth sector of our business, and assets under management could be a major growth sector for your business as well.
Thank you, Sergio. Appreciate that. We'll be hosting our second Academy this July in Omaha, Nebraska. This is going to be a 2-day training. They're excellent opportunities for our agents who are looking for new ways to grow your business. We do cover all of the expenses, giving you an opportunity to learn from not only those top producers, but also just this great experience. We typically have between 15 to 20 different presenters going over those top annuity and life insurance products, advanced sales strategies, as well as marketing tactics that other agents are having great success with across the nation. With that being said, I am going to pause here real quick and go ahead and launch this next poll, which is, would you... Oh, actually, I don't have any. So if you would like some information on the life insurance and Academy, definitely let me know about that. I do have a poll going here, and that is, did you meet your revenue goal for annuities and life insurance in Q1? Going to go ahead and launch that there. Well, I leave that poll up here real quick. On the Academy, we do bring out about 35 to 40 different agents, so it's really a perfect opportunity for you to network and partner with those folks. Again, we cover all of your expenses, including your hotel, cost of the event, travel out there, food and entertainment while you're out here. I was just at our first Academy a couple of weeks ago and had some fantastic feedback from that. So really do think that would be something that many of you would be interested in, and it would add some value. Thank you for everyone who voted there. Appreciate that information. Go ahead and get this next slide here, and then we'll be getting it turned over to Nate and go over those Gillico products. We are finishing up qualification for our Summit by the Sea. This does conclude at the end of June, but do not worry, we're in the middle of another qualification that started on January 1st. Any sales that are submitted by the end of this month will double for the trip qualification for that new trip. But Wentworth by the Sea, that ends here in June, and then the trek to Quebec. So Quebec City is where we're going next. That qualification still is ongoing. 5 million points to qualify. Again, any sales submitted before the end of this month, which I know is quick, but we'll double for qualification. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and give Nate the screen here while he's getting his presentation brought up. A couple quick things about Gillico and why I love working with their product and their team. So a couple of things here is when we need something done, as you can see there, you've got Nate and Dylan, who are great resources. They've got their information on there. Nate's cell phone is on there. Not many folks at the carriers are going to give you their cell phone. And I can speak from experience from multiple years working with Nate and the team over there at Gillico, as they are very responsive whenever we have an issue, very responsive when we've got those difficult cases and need to run suitability checks through the team. So a great team and a great resource. So with that being said, Nate, the floor is yours.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tim, and thank you, Sergio. A lot of great resources and tools that IMS provides, and I can definitely say I highly recommend if you're considering the Academy in July in Omaha, all expenses paid. There's no better training out in the industry than being there at their home office and meeting with industry experts along with the leadership at IMS. So highly recommend it. Today, I really just want to introduce, why we're in the industry, why we do what we do, where we're positioned, make sure that you kind of understand our niche and answer any questions that you have to make you comfortable with where we're helping IMS grow sales. As Tim mentioned, that is my cell phone on the screen, as well as my email. You're more than welcome. If you do business with IMS, you can reach out to me. We structure our relationships with our IMOs based on account. So I'm responsible for the relationship with IMS. So if you do work with IMS, you're more than welcome to use our contact information on the screen. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go over our history, our financials, where we're competitive, why we do what we do, the future of conducting business, and Tim and Sergio hit on this with Firelight. That is the future, and we'll go over some incentives and things of that nature. Our flagship product, our FIA, called the WealthChoice. It's truly a growth and income solution, pretty unique one. We'll go through some different sales strategies, where we're seeing flows from a refinance perspective, both for accumulation and income. And then we do have a loyalty program I want to make sure everybody's aware about. So a little bit about our history. We are 98 years old, founded in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a very small regionalized insurance carrier for approximately 90 years, mostly in the MIGA and the long-term care asset-based space. You might remember us from the AnnuiCare days or just straight fixed annuities. When we were acquired 90 years later in 2016 by our parent company, we were structured to do business 100% through IMOs, and we are going to continue to do that moving forward. We only do business with approximately 50 IMOs, and that is how we're able to provide such great relationship customer service with our partners, because of the exclusivity that we have in our contract. And that's really how it's going to be moving forward. In 2019, we also purchased our sister company, United Life. They are our direct distribution. And then we also purchased Lincoln Benefit Life. That is our closed block of business, mostly variable annuity contracts. And from $50 million in 2016 to last year, we finished at $2.5 billion. We're one of the fastest growing carriers in the industry, and really shifted our focus to the income and growth and index annuity space. And that's really where we're most competitive right now. And we're targeting just a little over $3 billion in premium this year, as well as focusing on our tech initiatives and streamlining how to do business. Ultimately, Couvert, across the three insurance companies, $37 billion in combined assets, and they are really the growth engine behind what's happening with Gillico. As far as our financial ratings are concerned, A- with AM Best, A with Kroll, 106% solvency, stacks up right in line with some of the larger carriers in the industry. We're approved in 46 states. We do allow for cross-border sales. So if you're located in the upper Northeast, we're in a state where we're not approved, even New York, we can work with New York clients as long as there's a reason to do business outside of that state. If you have questions on cross-border opportunity or want some more in-depth financials or talking points about our history, I certainly can provide that as well as to Tim and Sergio. Our overall mission here at Gillico is to develop, distribute, and support annuities in the most efficient manner to build value for our policyholders, producers, employees, shareholders, and our internal employees. And we truly do embrace change as an opportunity to improve our industry and performance and help more people guarantee their income for life. And we'll go through where we're positioned there in a second, but I do want to touch on the eApp experience. I highly recommend it if you haven't given Firelight a try. We have our own resources in addition to what IAMS provides on our microsite. It's eapp.gillico.com. Out there you'll have FAQs, videos, some testimonials, training. It'll walk you through the entire process. Essentially, with our portal, all you have to have is an agent number. Once you have an agent number, you can go on our portal and submit business via eApp. And if you use the IAMS version, you can even submit business prior to having an agent number. We are just in time for our contracting. So as soon as your contracting is submitted, you can submit business through the eApp version at IAMS. And then for us, it's just you need an agent number. Once that's generated, you can use our portal. But for more resources, highly recommend going to check out eapp.gillico.com. It'll give you training not only with our eApp, but all Firelight instances that you may use. So our flagship annuity is called WealthChoice, and I think the name is perfect for what it provides as far as value. And when we developed the product in 2020, we wanted to come to market with something that was the easiest product for not only the agent to explain to the client, but also the client to understand, removing a lot of the complexities. So we've removed premium banding for different rates for different premiums. We've removed charges and reductions for adding a joint spouse for a rider. There's only one account value with our product. There's no separate income bucket. And that's just, again, streamlines the entire sales process for you to have to only explain one value of assets that the client has. We removed any penalties for taking assets out in the first year, as long as it's under our 10% free withdrawal. And from an expense, it's all on the account value, and it's less than 1% at 95. So we really wanted to provide more yeses than nos, less objections, and provide the most streamlined index annuity in the marketplace when we came to market in 2020. So it has been on the shelf 4 years. As far as the chassis, we have a 5, a 7, a 10-year, and then our 10-year has an optional bonus. That bonus is a 5% account value bonus. It's credited directly to the account value immediately. And then our 7 and 10-year have the income rider that are issuable through the age of 80. We are one of the handful of carriers that also allows for FIAs to be sold all the way through the age of 90. That's 5 and 7 year. So if you have older clients, that is one of our niches as well. Some other features on the WealthChoice, we do have a return of premium available after the 5th year. We have 5 different strategies. We have 4 index strategies, a fixed rate, and it's lower fee drag with that account value only, with not having an income rider. It's 95 bips on the account value. There's not an inflated benefit base that we're calculating off of. So there is a lower fee drag compared to a lot of our competitors. We do have a built-in terminal illness and nursing home waiver. And then the account value is the death benefit that has an enhancement where we pay out 110% of the account value to a beneficiary if there is a payout of a period certain of 5 years or longer. So nice built-in feature there, no additional cost for that. As far as our crediting rates are concerned, what we're known for is our fixed rate and our S&P cap rate. And our fixed rate continued to build on ease of doing business. The fixed rate's the same on all versions, whether you go with a 5-year contract, a 10-year, or the bonus version. Everything will earn 5.25% in the first year. Upon renewal, we do have some very competitive S&P strategies. Our next most popular is the S&P point-to-point cap, ranging from a 10.75 on the 5% bonus, which is the highest cap rate on a bonus, up to 12% on the non-bonus 10-year. We do have the Horizon Ascend as a diversification tool. There's 3 bond, 3 equity, a gold, and a cash overlay component. We do start to see interest rates come down. The 10-year is actually up 15% again this year on the Treasury. So once we start to see those interest rates come down, maybe diversifying into a volatility control index, giving you some bond exposure would make sense. But really, it's the S&P and the cap rates what we're known for. And the most popular strategy on the accumulation side is pairing the bonus and the cap. So when you do that, you're going to provide the client a guaranteed first-year return of 10.51%. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, 5 plus 5.25 is 10.25. Well, actually, the client will earn interest on that increased bonus amount. So say you put $100,000 into the WealthChoice 10 with the bonus, you'll get a $5,000 bonus immediately, and then each day we pay compounded daily interest. So you'll earn 5.25% on that $105,000. So at the end of the first year, you'll actually have $110,510. And then on renewal, the worst case scenario is that fixed rate is going to come down to 275. That's our guaranteed minimum interest rate on the fixed account. And that's not just for the surrender charge period. That's actually for the entire length of the contract. So if you buy a 10-year plan, you hold it 20 years, at the end of the 20th year, 2.75, excuse me, is going to be the worst fixed rate that is going to provide. And now 2.75% may not sound super appealing right now, but just go back 2, 3, 4 years ago, and 2.75% would have been a very attractive one-year rate. We do have a marketing flyer that talks about where the 2.75 would have stacked up against the one-year US Treasury, and 11 out of the 14 years, 11 of the past 14 years, 2.75% would have actually beaten the one-year Treasury, and you're eliminating interest rate risk for the client. And that is locked in for the life of the contract. So huge value in looking at the minimum interest rates in the index annuity contracts you're providing. 2.75 that we have may not be the highest. I think the highest in the industry is 3%, but it's certainly something that you want to look at, as it provides a lot of solutions to problems long-term, locking in a high minimum guarantee. So to wrap up,
I think one thing to throw out there, though, Nate,
yeah,
is 2.75 is the highest that I've seen on any product that offers an income rider that's competitive. Now, there might be the 3% on an income rider that's going to pay half out there, but
yes,
I see a lot of FIAs with the fixed rate as a guaranteed minimum of a half or 1%.
Yeah.
I would not discount that with an income option that's not offering just competitive rates of return, but top of the industry. Definitely don't sleep on that fact there. Everybody, all the agents out there.
Great point, Tim. Yeah, I mean, to provide a minimum guarantee with an income rider is extremely important, because you'll see a lot of times carriers, after the surrender period is up, they'll drop the renewal rates and eliminate the growth potential, because they know those assets are going to stick. with the income rider on it. So having that high minimum guarantee fixed bucket is extremely important for the long term. And to build on that, we are really proud of the way we've built this product, really putting the client at the forefront. We use a levelized option budget with the WealthChoice. What that simply means is we're spending the same amount on call options year 1 versus year 10. And that increases the likelihood of us having strong renewal history, being able to buy the same amount of options. As long as volatility doesn't spike, we should be able to do that. And so far in 4 years, we've had 100% renewal history on the index strategy. So all 3 S&P, you have your monthly cap, you have your par, and your annual point to point, as well as our Horizon Ascend Index. All versions have renewed at 100% of what they've issued at. The fixed rate at 5.25, we do expect that to come down, but you just know that you have that 2.75 buffer guaranteed for life of the contract on there. But as far as indexes are concerned, we've been really consistent with those renewal rates. If you have clients that may have been burned with other carriers, we do have a flyer that you can use to go over those talking points. Now, to get into where we've really taken off here in the last 2 months, it's in regards to that income rider. The income rider is on the 7 and 10 year. It issues all the way through the age of 80. And why it's taken off is we removed the waiting period that we previously had. So prior to April 1st, the client had to wait till beginning of year 4 to activate the income rider. Now they have the ability to turn it on 30 days after issuance. We've also boosted all of the payout factors. So at age 60, previously we're at 6%, now we're at 6.85. 65, we were at 6.5, now we're at 7.6. So across the board, we raised all of our payout factors, both for a level payout as well as increasing payout. Now, as far as providing flexibility to the client, they have 100% control of when they want to activate it. And they don't have to decide at time of application. They decide when they want to activate the rider. So at time of activation, that's when they'll decide if they want a level or an increasing payout. If they want the increasing payout, what that simply provides is a 3% compounded growth guaranteed. So the Federal Reserve's target inflation rate is 2%. We've priced our WealthChoice increasing income to be a 3% step up every year. That's not based on performance, it's contractual. It's a guaranteed step up every year as long as one of the income rider payout owners is still alive. And there's the one great thing about our product is there's no reduction for joint as long as they're the same age. If there's one client who's age 60 and one age 65, we'll just base it on the 60-year-old, but there won't be an additional further reduction. And why that's important is the average life expectancy for a 65-year-old is in the low to mid 80s, but when you provide a spouse on a joint payout, that actually jumps the rider payout well into the 90s. So having no reduction for a joint is extremely powerful, especially when you take a look at where we stack up against our competition. So if you do a joint income payout with the WealthChoice, throw 100,000 in and start it immediately, we're going to be able to provide an income of $7,192.50 per year. Our next closest competitor is just over $6,300. So we're 13% ahead of the next closest competitor on a joint immediate payout, both on a 60 and 65-year-old. If they defer 1 year, what we like to tell folks is we have that 5.25 available. There's no guaranteed roll-up on the product, but you can certainly use that 5.25 fixed strategy as an account value roll-up and then reallocate in subsequent years if you need to. But in a 1 year deferral, we're 7 to 10% above the next closest competitor in year 2 on a joint payout, and then 2 year deferral, 3 to 4%. So that's kind of our sweet spot is joint and early, where we're still competitive as on a single life. We're neck and neck, within 1% of the next closest competitor. Now where we shine here is the rates, the crediting rates. the next closest competitor crediting rate on a fixed account is 1%, and the cap rate's at 2.75. So you get dramatically more growth potential with the WealthChoice compared to our competitors, really because they're designed the product to be, a SPIA type alternative. We've really designed something where it can be used in a lot of different scenarios and still provide that growth potential. So to kind of recap the positioning, you can use the WealthChoice to improve existing income on current FIA contracts. We're seeing a lot of this business where either the client has turned on the income or they're about to turn it on, and they're looking at what we can provide on a single or joint payout. And a lot of times we're able to beat their current income rider on the surrender. So if you have questions about how to go through your book of business and make sure they're providing the highest guaranteed income for your client, definitely reach out to your marketing director at IAMS. I've seen cases come over where they have a pension payout from an employer and they do have a lump sum payout option. They've moved the lump sum payout, added the spouse, and are beating the pension payout. Cases where they've recently retired, they're moving their 401k, 403b over. They can have a single owner on a qualified asset, and then you can add a joint rider. So you can provide joint income on qualified assets for life. I'll say that again. You can have an individually owned IRA, and you can have a joint income rider. So without the reduction, there's a tremendous amount of value there for that, as well as the last thing I like to talk about is I'm sure you may have had conversations with clients about liking the concept of providing longevity risk protection with an income rider, but they don't know at 100% certainty when they want to turn it on. The WealthChoice is a really good product for those scenarios because you can remove the rider at any time and you're not foregoing the accumulation potential you typically would with an income product, because you are truly providing both to the client, providing additional flexibility if their needs do change in the future. So why would somebody want to refinance their contract with the WealthChoice, both on the income side and the accumulation side if they have an existing contract? I really like to talk about, we don't have the highest bonus in the industry. We're at 5%, but we do have the highest rates with a bonus, the 10.75 cap, the 5.25 fix, and you're really targeting the contracts that we can really help these clients. It's a true cash bonus day one, goes straight to their account value. We have the strong renewal history, and they have 10% free withdrawals available immediately. There's no chargeback to your commissions or recapture to the bonus, just up to 10%. And it really is a client-friendly bonus product in that regard. If you have questions about suitability or if a case makes sense to move over to the WealthChoice, definitely reach out to Tim or your marketing director. The last thing I want to cover is our FIA commission enhancement program. We're certainly seeing a lot of qualifiers, as we have one of the lowest tiers to hit in the industry at $1 million. Once you do $1 million in index annuity production with us, we're going to retroactively go back and pay you 0.5% on all your business, whether you're doing 5-year accumulation sales or 10-year with the bonus income rider. It's all going to be aggregated together, and we're going to pay this out quarterly. Second tier is at $2 million. We'll pay an extra 75 basis points, and at $3 million, a full 1%. And you have all year to hit these tiers. So this is a calendar year program, and it's on issued business with the WealthChoice. So kind of to wrap up where we can help you and your clients. If you have clients looking for a simple solution with consistently competitive S&P rates, fixed rates, and renewal history, we may be a good fit for you. Clients looking to upgrade their existing annuity or one that they're about to make a decision on with an income rider, we can help them with income and accumulation. Joint income, that's really where we shine. We're the only carrier in the industry without a reduction for joint. And then early, because we don't have a roll-up per se, but we do have strong payout factors and accumulation rates for those early income plays. You can get the total value of the growth in the income. So with that, Tim, let's see if there's any questions, but I really appreciate the partnership with IAMS. They've been a tremendous partner for us for a long time, and will continue to be, and certainly appreciate you having me on today.
Absolutely. So I just launched another poll, and that is, would you like some more information about Gillico's annuities and contracting? If you've made it this far and you're not interested in getting more information, I'd love to know why not. We did have a question on a joint payout, and then this is last call for any additional questions. And that question is, does the joint annuitant have to be a spouse?
Great question. Yes, a legal spouse, whether it's common law marriage or legal marriage, the joint income rider, it does have to be a spouse. They don't have to be a joint annuitant. So you could have a single owner, single annuitant, but the joint rider, the joint individual has to be a spouse. Yes, that's a good question.
Awesome, thank you. And then I've got another poll here for everybody. I'm going to go ahead and launch that last poll question here. I got some closing comments, but do you have a comprehensive marketing strategy for 2024 that is specific, adaptable, and individualized for your firm? I know one of the questions we asked earlier was, did you hit your revenue goal for 2021 in Q1? And if you didn't, if you don't have a comprehensive marketing strategy, that might be a major reason why. So definitely fill out some information there. As a quick recap, guys, I really think everybody on the call, this is an extremely strong product that is versatile. And one of Nate's starting slides there was, more yeses than nos. Just think about all of the different spots where this product works. Again, if you don't need the income, it's not something that you have to put on there. If you do need the income, or if it's an option and you're looking for that product that's going to offer your client legitimate accumulation strategies that have been proven with great renewal rate integrity, then this is a product for you. You've got, A-rated paper, immediate liquidity, commission bonuses. It's just really a great product. So I'm going to go ahead and close this last poll. Nate, I really do appreciate you hopping on. I don't see any other questions here, so thanks everybody for hopping on. Have a great day. Nate, any last questions or last comments there?
No, it's truly our pleasure to be on, and appreciate the partnership, Tim. Thanks everybody for joining.
Awesome, everybody. Have a great day. Bye now.
Yep, take care.